I want to ask you something if you don't mind.
Oh, God, 9 inches. Sorry, different question. Different question, isn't it?
No, right. I've spent a lot of time here, and it's odd because I'm sitting in on more and more meetings and everything. And for anyone who doesn't know, we are actually in an accountancy firm right now.
Yeah.
And it's full of bookkeepers and all the rest of it. And they're constantly hammered. But I still don't understand, genuinely, if you're a small business, why you'd have an accountant. Like, why bother? What? If everything's online and you can just do it, why are people giving you a ring? Genuinely.
I think the first answer is that people associate accountants and bookkeepers with keeping things ready for the taxman. So HMRC, whether it's VAT or corporation tax or personal tax or national insurance. And I think people associate accountants with keeping the tax bill down and complying with legislation, because there's some really tough legislation now. And there's so many penalties if people don't get it right. It's even different from last year. And you've even got to file things in a certain way, and you've got to provide even digital copies of every invoice in and out of your business and explanations of all your transactions, because for some reason HMRC don't seem to trust anybody. But that's the first thing that I think accountants associated with tax and VAT and generally complying with what HMRC say to do.
Right, okay. So I get you, especially in terms of changing rules and things like that.
Oh, they're tightening up all the time, yeah. So, but then it extends, because then some people are in trouble because they've not obeyed the law. So we have to straighten them out. It's better that an accountant straightens out people's paperwork rather than the tax people straighten out the paperwork. So we can provide explanations and we can get things done that way. But
you've just explained a few of the meetings that I've been party to. Like people just coming in going, "Oh Jesus!"
I know, and they've got a black bin bag full of paper, and then we've got to scan everything. But it's fine. That's what we're here for. But the other thing which I prefer, once people aren't in the shit anymore and we've got them straightened out so everything's routine and regular, I like working with companies to help develop the business. And in every industry, there's skills and there's tips and there's things that we know that a lot of clients don't know. And it's a way of developing the business and make it more efficient. So if you can earn £100 without the stress that it takes traditionally to earn £100 and without the aggravation and without the time it takes, or you can earn £100 whereas before you were earning £50 just because you improve your efficiency, then that's what accountants are really good at. They're good at measuring things. They're good at accounting for things. And, a decent accountant will explain where they call it a SWOT. They call it strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats that are facing a business. And if we can identify where you are in all these levels, where clients are, then we can improve their businesses without them actually spending a lot more money. We can highlight peaks and troughs. We can highlight products which are worth selling and where the profit's coming from, as opposed to things we like selling but don't actually make any money. We can. Today I was having a conversation with somebody about cash. That cash is disappearing, and a lot of companies don't want to take cash.
Yeah, we've been talking about that a lot at the moment.
But it can be a good thing because it makes things far more visible. I lost a lot of money when I had my shops in staff thieving and customers thieving cash, and there was always that danger of going to the bank with bundles of cash. So, an accountant can help you straighten these things out a lot more and look for dangers within your business. It goes way beyond complying with legislation, complying with tax. In fact, where we start from, the starting point for any accountant is to make sure your paperwork is right and obeys the law. That's where it starts from. But once we've got that, then we can use that information to help achieve what you want to do. We always say, where are you? And we measure that on accounts, and then we say, where do you want to be? And then we can set a plan of action in money terms.
Yeah, that's what I've been sat in on,
Yeah. It does work. I'm not just bullshitting here.
It's the way it is.
Yeah. So I don't tend to talk to people where paperwork's a mess and all over the place. I sort of say, yeah, how are you? Da, 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 da. And then the team upstairs put it right, and then our accountants and business managers will then discuss what next? But there's no point me talking to somebody when the paperwork's all over the place, because I don't know what to say to them.
Well, it'd be a bit weird if the fella that owned the place was.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that.
About
yeah,
paperwork.
but that's fine. That's what I miss from not being here through furlough. But basically, the not furlough, lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, so basically, what we've got are people that are. It's not that I don't want to talk to anybody about their business. What I want to do is have the facts and figures in front of me via their accounts or the ledgers, and say, right, this is where we are. And then you can have a conversation. Telling someone, we need the paperwork, we need this, we need that, is really not productive for me to be involved in that. I just have to say, look, go and speak to Chev, go and speak to Kirsty, go and speak to John, and they will sort you out, and then we can do the proper stuff. But you know, the part of accounting I like is actually the business development, or seeing a business go from there to there. That's it. Or even if they are in trouble, move them out of that trouble into where they should be.
Yeah, I know. That's most of the people I know that are involved with accountants is because they've moved country and they didn't realise they had to pay tax in the old country, and they're like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So all that sort of nonsense. Like,
Well, that's something we can have that's just a lot of people don't really understand, and they hear sort of stories in the pub about what they can and can't do, and I don't think that's what we should be.
You've opened my eyes up to it though. I'm seeing it, because it's like you like anything, isn't it? Like I've got this phone.
Yeah.
I pay a certain amount of money every month for this phone because I know it's going to make me way more.
Yeah.
And it's a similar sort of setup, isn't it?
You're
paying.
Well, you're paying us. Are you paying any accountant? First and foremost, to keep the records straight, because the government says it's got to be straight. But taking the assumption, the truth, that bad paperwork is bad business, is where a decent accountant will jump from. The job doesn't end when the books are right. The job begins when the books are right.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about that. I just want to make more money. That's it. Like as long as.
Well, some people just want the business. They want less hassle.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to make more money. I mean, it's a silly thing to say because people do, but a lot of people want an easier. That's why our bang it in a box says bang it in a box, and you can have more time in bed and more time doing more useful things like than bookkeeping.
I like being in bed.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine you do.
On my own though, like, you know.
Why are you dancing? Anyway.
Did you just ask me, another human being, why I'm dancing?
Why are you dancing?
Why would you bring that tone to me like that, man? Try and destroy my love of life?
Because we're talking about important things like accountancy and
happy.
Not a love of life. If you want love of life, don't be an accountancy practice.
Well, okay, well I won't do any of the bookkeeping then.
You were,
you were up there today with them, weren't you?
With upstairs. Yeah. You know, it's nice
and you
sometimes.
were impressed.
No,
you
it's
were
nice.
Like,
it's nice sometimes because you go up when you're not around, you think what's going on, and then when you go up and you hear how efficient everybody is and how capable they are. It's nice. And you know what's nice about upstairs? I just found out that two of the lads that work upstairs that only met through us, they're getting a flat together. I mean, they're not together. I mean, they might be, but they're not. But I thought that was quite nice that because everybody gels quite well.
Yeah, no, that's good.
They often go out for a drink. They never invite me, but you know, this is such is life. But no, they're a good team. I quite like it that they're a good team. They're nice people.
You're quite disconnected, so they're probably better than you. Well, today showed you they're better than you realise, maybe.
Yeah, I think I knew they were competent. I wouldn't have employed them if they weren't competent. But it's just a nice atmosphere. They're just nice people.
Kirsty, that's what it is.
Oh, because they're scared of her. They keep saying that.
It's not just the fear, but yeah.
I think they're just nice people. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to carry on watching, we've got loads of videos all around us. But if you have more real world issues and something you'd like to talk about, do feel free to contact me. Just go to my website, stephenenglander.co.uk, fill in the form, tell me what it is roughly you want to talk about, and I'll be in touch. Thank you.